plant in memory of their visit. I also had huge problem in the city for public spaces. The old police station, it was in the right center in the city of Matale. We were able to give a land from the municipality to put up a new building, and we have just got that land of 2 acres in the center of my city, Matale, and which is going to have lots of public spaces, a lot of car parks, and mixed development, and also a convention center in the center of the city. We are also working that on a public-private partnership, and the stakeholders are all, I think, negotiating with the municipality, I'm sure, and that's going to be a success story of what I learned from this conference, where I met lots of town planners, city planners, and I think, and my few mayors who have come, so I think lots of things we exchanged and we learned. And also in my district, Matale, there was a lake and a small jungle, like where I think some of the architects knew. The architect from Sri Lanka, Jeffrey Bawa, who passed away a few years ago, and was a famous architect in the Asian region, where he did a lot of work in Singapore, Hong Kong, India, and Sri Lanka. When he started planned this hotel, there were a lot of issues that was brought up by the environmental authority. He said, nothing will change. The hotel will come. You can look from the other side. You will not see the hotel, but you will see the lake and the mountain. And what he said, he did it. And I welcome most of our architects and town developers to come over to Sri Lanka to look at some of the things that I think Mr. Jeffrey Bawa did. Also, in the region, the stakeholders we talk of on a project that was supported by EU, the 5 countries that was taken in the East Asia was India, Sri Lanka, Bhutan, Nepal, and Bangladesh. So they selected my city from Matale and 2 cities from India, that is Coimbatore and Shimla. That was the summer capital of the British when they ruled India. And each city in the region was also told by the stakeholders, supported by EU, then ICLEI, and the other 5 cities from the region. And we worked on health and environment awareness to the children and the public in the area. That's a 3-year program, and it's going very well. In the region, the stakeholders played their role very, very importantly. They spoke of, like public spaces and environment-friendly cities. And I think that's one of the key things in the region the stakeholders got together and did. Last month, my president, His Excellency Mahinda Rajapaksa, was invited for the Commonwealth Local Government Urban Forum in Uganda, Kampala, and I think many local government ministers and the mayors were there. He delivered the keynote address, and he said what is his vision for Sri Lanka. He said every city must have green belt, healthy and friendly atmosphere and public spaces, which I think That was his manifesto during the elections, and he is supporting every city, and especially his president's brother is the secretary to the Urban Development Authority and the defense. And my brother-in-law is the mayor of Colombo. So Colombo is now transformed into a city. During the British rule in the 1930s, Southeast Asia was named, Colombo was named by them as the Garden City of the East and Pearl of the Indian Ocean. Today, the new team, though they belong to different parties, I have put them work together, and this is our target we must achieve. That is exactly the president wants. So today, there are lots of walkways. I think some of you all I met, and they have been to Colombo. I said, Sipta, I think she went about 9 years ago. I challenged her, you come today and see lots of public spaces, walkways, and you will sort of see many are not using car, they walk. And then they say it's a good exercise. And towards the new parliament, you will see the whole waterfront area is done with a lot of walkways and I think a lot of green patches and parks. So it's transforming into what it called as Wonder of Asia. And a study was done by World Bank, South Asian Urban and Water Unit, plus UN Habitat, turning Sri Lanka's urban vision into policy and action. This gives a whole lot of range of environment-friendly cities and sanitation and good health. So I thank the organizers to have invited me to this successful conference. I learned a lot yesterday looking at some of the European cities, US, this one. But Asia is growing. I'm also inviting the architects, town planners, and the builders to come over to Asia and join the force that's growing fast. Thank you.